Hi everyone, welcome to another episode by Poor Man Gamer. My apologies for posting this video really late. It's been very hectic lately, and I missed my Learning from the Great Mondays, Inspiration Mondays. There was a Rivals Championship. I got to quickly play through it as rapidly as I could. I went 8-2. I lost to somebody from Tiberium Shores, which is okay, and I also beat somebody from Ascendance. So, you know, yay for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick a few select matches and show you guys where, you know, as always, I try to pick matches where we're on equal footing or I am a little bit weaker, right? Because I think that's really the reality of what most of us play with. Whenever we have level advantages, of course, we're supposed to beat the opponent. So I just want to show you guys wins where I won because it made it a little more challenging. So here I play Yuris Revenge. I open with a War Dog because this is a really small map, right? And I'm worried of getting tank rushed. And once I see that it doesn't really have anything, I open with my Harvester. I immediately jump my War Dog onto the missile tile. The purpose is really just to keep this missile going. There, not much really happens. I go ahead and let him engage me, so let's take a look here. The reason I open with a Pip-Boy and not a tank is because I wanted to see what he was. The tank is really slow, and I wanted to put pressure on his Harvester as soon as I could. The moment I see the tank, I start running away, right? Like, I'm not crazy. I do see the tank, I'm gonna start running away. And that bought me a little bit of time because there's, you know, a lot of space. And as you can see, because of that pressure on the missile, like, this missile's actually almost done already. I go ahead and move my Pip-Boy back, and I distract him. He should have attacked my Predator tank. He didn't. And you're gonna quickly see how he's gonna pay for this mistake. Boom, there it is. I got that first miss out because I wiped out his tank and he didn't have enough units on the map. That was my bad micro. I don't know why I sent the Pip-Boy running all the way around for no reason. I'm going to smarten up a little bit. Pull my weaker tank back, send in my stronger tank, right? I was hoping he'd walk right into that, but he didn't. So I go ahead and send my stronger tank in, and then I roll my weaker one after. You see that? Bang. And I'm just letting the stronger one take a little bit more damage. I try to move it back a little too late. My computer is not running as quick as I wanted to. I'm actually running all my games through a laptop. I really do need a better rig, so it's a little more responsive on BlueStack. But I'm not overly concerned right now. I let him charge the missile for me, right? And I finally charge up my tank to get an advantage here. I'm able to take out his tanks pretty quickly. He should have attacked my weaker tank. He didn't. And there's another tank battle at the top. I'm rolling even more tanks, and I kind of like this game because now I stalled the missile. It's been a lot of tanks. I go ahead and roll down my missile squad. The reason I do that is so I figured if I'm running out of economy for tanks, he's got to be running out too, which tells me there's no way he can keep rolling out tanks and send to the bottom. And if he rolls out a tank, I have a missile squad to counter him really well. I'm on 2 missiles, he's on 1, and fortunately we got the win. Not the greatest in terms of me microing properly. Fortunately, he didn't roll out really strong units either, and as you can see, we were fairly evenly matched, and that was a fun win, right? I tried my best to smarten up just a little bit, and let me see here. I'm going to show you the game I played against somebody from Ascendance. I'm just going to take a pause here. So this game is something I should have won. He's a lot weaker unit. He actually went double Harvester, and now it's an interesting strategy. Anyway, not much to watch there. We're going to go ahead and watch this game from Ascendance because, as we all know, that's the same clan that Alicia Destiny is in, and I believe they are a very exclusive club, and they don't let everybody in. Unlike Poor Man Gamer, where we let everybody in. Unfortunately, we're full. So for those of you guys looking for a great clan, I strongly recommend you to go on Discord, on the Reddit subreddit for Rivals. So go ahead here, I open with a War Dog, I take a look, and he's got bikes. Right, I'm actually always shaking in my boots whenever I play somebody from Ascendance because I just assume they would be super strong, right? Good thing he rolled his bike back. That allowed me to punch a little bit extra damage on his Pip-Boy, and I was able to get off. I was able to destroy one of his bikes before he even rolled his first unit. So there again, I let him attack my Harvester because it's got a lot of health, right? And that gives my Pip-Boy a little bit more freedom to do more damage. He finally knocks out my Pip-Boy, but by now I'm able to roll out a tank. When I go against a lot of bikes like I see right now, I like to use a combination of Pred tanks and bikes because it just gives it that extra punch. He goes ahead and charges up his tank, which I thought was a little bit early, right? And because he made that one mistake, I was able to get the game. First missile, I immediately try to charge down with my, you know, jacked up tank. I go ahead and let him crush my War Dogs. I don't really care. My priority right now is really his Harvester, right? I am trying my absolute best to destroy his Harvester. He really should use his bikes a lot better than he did. As you can see, a lot of his bikes a lot of times are just kind of stationary. They're not really doing anything. And I whittled down his bike from 2 to 1 to nothing. I'm not sure if he was saving for something at this stage of the game, but yeah, you're going to quickly see that I was able to save my Pitbull there on the bottom. Then I roll my Pitbull back to the top. He should have kept going after my Pitbull, so I wipe out another tank of his. I'm waiting to gather some forces before I roll in all at the same time to be a little bit stronger. I take out his tank, and I body block him. I don't let him harvest, right? Because as Alicia Destiny likes to say, you know, you're not allowed to harvest. And I'm doing to somebody in your clan. So Alicia, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry, but this is your fault. You shouldn't have play the way you do and inspire people like me to play the way I do. So I completely body block him, and I'm just going to speed up the game. Not much to watch for the rest of this game. He's not harvesting. He's got no economy. I guess he's trying to win the missile now, right? I go ahead and send out my my Kodiak, and I crush him, and I get myself the victory here. And yeah, very surprising that somebody from Ascendance didn't absolutely crush me. I almost always lose to people from these really high-level clans, so yay for me! Woohoo! I finally beat somebody from your clan. We're gonna take a look at 2 more matches here. There was one, unfortunately, that I lost. He microed it very, very well, which I will go through now, right? Somebody else from Ascendance, would you look at that, right? Another one. There's so many Ascendance names, and Tiberium, Terminus Shores, Tiberium Shores. I don't know, all sorts of crazy names, right? So I'll show you guys how this guy totally out-microed here. And I'll be honest with you, I was really frustrated because I actually lagged quite a bit where my units were not responsive. So great news for you guys, I got my wife into this game. I was trying to rush my War Dogs down there to block off his Harvester, but unfortunately, he got to it before I did. You know, so it's okay. I'll go ahead and open another War Dog, and I actually don't want to wipe out his infantry, right? But, you know, he kind of just left it there, and I figured, why not, right? So I go ahead and I start engaging his missile squad. I basically ignore his rifleman, right? And he actually plays it really, really well, right? I'm trying my best to do a little bit more damage, and I know for sure that this guy, because he's rolling out cheap units, he's got some other sort of anti-infantry. I have expected a chem buggy, which is why I'm just kind of not rolling out another shockwave. Should have opened a Pitbull here instead of a tank, because a Pitbull was faster, is more versatile, right? A Pitbull would have taken care of his chem buggy a lot better. You can see the chem buggy is going on the top. I know he's going after my my shockwaves, so I roll a War Dog down to the bottom just to try to do a little bit more damage against his missile squad. And I'm trying to protect my tank a little bit better, but he does a great job targeting my tank. I should have moved it moved back another tile. And at this stage of the game, like, because I lost his first missile and it's such a small map, I'm pretty confident that I lost this game already. I open with my missile squad, and I go ahead and, again, should have opened with a Pitbull, right, instead of a tank. The tank here is a lot slower, and you're going to see here, this is the advantage of the infantry. I should have built a War Dog to immediately rush up, but I was too little too late. I lost that tank battle on the bottom, right, and lost his first missile. So obviously, guys from Ascendance, I have a huge amount of respect, which is why I'm so excited when I do beat them. But I do see that he's got 2 tanks on 1. I'm trying to move back a little bit now. I know that I don't really have much of a shot against him. I try to stack up my tanks to go against him. I should have waited a little bit longer till his charge up was over. But again, bad micro on my part there, right? Should have moved my War Dog down earlier, or Shockwave. I don't know why my War Dog stopped engaging him. Bad matchups all the way around. So that's good right there, leaving my Shockwave where it is. I am targeting his missile squad. Out comes a stupid chem buggy again. I mean, those things are so strong against infantry. Right? I wouldn't say they're OP because they don't have a lot of health. But man, like in matches like these where the maps are so small, right? Like, again, why am I paused there? This is what I mean by not responsive, right? I am actually clicking my units to try to push forward, but they're not responsive. They're not moving the way I want them to, and it's very, very frustrating, right? But what can you do? So by now, there's no point pressuring his Harvester. I should have moved my tank up, right? My Pitbull finally moves out. Again, it's all frozen. My guys aren't moving the way I would want them to. But too little, too late. I lose this game. Right, should have been a lot closer, but hey, he outplayed me. He was a great player, and he was a better player. Hands down to you, Mav Mitchell. And one day I will catch up and play to that level. And so in this Rivals match, I really find that speed and aggressiveness is the way to go, right? It's all about the speed, it's all about the aggro decks because the map is so small. It's fairly difficult to use strong level, so unlike the past Rival Championship, where it's all about, you know, strong tech lab units, here it's all about speed, speed, speed. So guys, here's a tip for you. Small maps, I opened with the wrong unit. I was supposed to be a War Dog. I got a little button happy. So I go ahead and press my Pitbull down. I see his missile squad. I immediately roll it back, right? I'm not crazy. No Harvester for him. No Harvester for me. I can't build my Harvester because I have no economy. So I just stalled this missile now because I need a little bit of time. I'm running around. I don't want to engage any of his infantry, really, besides his riflemen there. So I go ahead and squeeze it down. Right, and as you can see, I'm really just delaying the game at this point of the game. I'm just distracting his infantry, hoping he doesn't attack me. I form a wall of War Dogs, and no one's charging the missile, which is good for me, because I need more economy to roll out my barracks. I'm not sure why on earth he rolled out a not buggy, right? But he did, and then so now I go ahead and open my Shockwave, finally, right? And I'm just taking my time, seeing what he's doing. I don't know why, again, he's rolling his not buggy all the way to the end. I guess he's trying to see what I have, maybe, right? But anyway, I go ahead and roll my missile squad to the top. I do see his Pred tank, so I'm going to engage his tank with mine. His rifleman's not going to have a shot against my charged up shockwaves. I am on 2 tiles, he's on 1. I go ahead and roll my tank to the top. Now I'm the guy on 3 tiles, and I get this first missile. I go ahead and use my tank again to attack him. I'm really just trying to reinforce what's going on down there. I use my missile squad to engage his Scorpion tank. I never realized how much damage those missile squads do against vehicles. Like, holy crap. And I meant to charge up my tank. Again, that's the whole thing about the lag. You click on the wrong units. So now I have a charged up Shockwave troop for no apparent reason. Not the best game. I'll be honest with you, this guy is not very bright. I don't know why he keeps rolling out not buggy after not buggy. Missile squads and Scorpion tanks would have been much better. Again, there he is with the rifleman, right? Maybe he's running out of economy or something, I don't know. But, you know, Mr. Wall Street, please stop. Stop whatever you're doing, right? You're crazy. A one-on-one Scorpion tank versus Pred tank. Scorpion tank, I mean, the Pred tank should be winning every single time. I'll go ahead and stack on top. I'll go ahead and knock out his buggies real quick. His shockwaves on the bottom. You know, that's going to wipe out his troops. I got my tanks on the top. He's not going to have much of a chance against this, right? I charge up my tank. I blow his Scorpion as not buggy. His Scorpion tank, it does wipe me out, but by now it's too little too late. I am going to get this missile, right? I don't know why he stepped off that. The Scorpion tank stepped off, but look, I think he made all the mistakes that he did, because as a lot of new players, we try our best to micro, and one of the things about microing is we click too far away. Big mistake that I've learned on my end as well. So guys, thank you for watching, and again, I apologize for not being able to push out a video earlier. I hope you enjoy this, and as always, have a wonderful day. Take care.